of Phoenix Pinion, and today we're gonna be I'm actually gonna be showcasing some White Mage casual play, and let alone just going into some do's and don'ts with him. He's actually going. This is basically what I consider. Well, rather White Mage. I'm going to clash, y'all. I'm gonna get this work. So once he returns, we're gonna go ahead and get this party cracking. Now, I want you guys to take note on what's going on. First off, this is my character Opal Valentine, and of course, her name happens to be Opal Reese. Secondly, there's some things that this guy's really taught me, and I sincerely appreciate some stuff that he's shown me, and which leads to, well, third, to be quite honest, I'll just go ahead and show you the gear that I got. First off, we're going to save that, and your boy has really been going to work. I have been going to work in terms of just receiving materials. I've found out a lot of things I didn't know about, and this guy's been nothing but a great help, man. So to be honest with you, for me to even work any further, to even I don't even know if I want to say receive like poetics or things like that, but personally right now his chunk is incredible. Oh, he is in Mordana. I don't even know why they even make why did that even make me teleport there? That's very interesting.
Where did it make you go?
To Foundation.
Oh, because that's where I went the first time to pick up some materials when I was making your stuff. So that's probably the first place it wanted you to follow me to.
No worries.
Yep, if you don't type no and I decide to take off somewhere, it's just gonna want to take you to the first place I went to, so...
Alright. Alright, oh, okay. Let's,
Oh yeah, I'm waiting.
Alright, my fault.
No worries. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go out here and, see if we can find something that takes us a bit. And I decided to go ahead and put myself as a tank to kind of give you the real world scenario, when you're in a guild head or you're in a dungeon or whatever the case might be. Since your focus is always mainly a tank and never a DPS, I will not be a DPS for this.
Alright.
We're gonna go over here where things tend to get a little deadly. Alright, you did get my screen share, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's pretty much what we're going to touch on. We're going to touch on basically how the aggro meter can really take a worst case scenario turn for a White Mage, or really any healer that has the capability to do regen. I explained before, I explained
Okay.
For tanks, when you have an ability that says that it generates immunity, you actually earn that at a ×3 rate. Best way to simplify that, DPS does 1 point of damage, they take 1 point of hate. Me as a tank, I do an immunity generating move for 1 point of damage, I take 3 points of hate.
Okay.
Follow me so far?
Okay.
Now, healer-wise, when you cure, let's just keep it simple, we'll keep doing the 1 point thing. Let's say that instead of me as a DPS doing 1 point of damage, we're going to say you are curing me for 1 point of HP.
Right.
When you do that and you're in a mob scenario, the mob will recognize that as half a point of hate that you earn as a healer. Okay? That's the point scale.
Okay.
Now, the reason that white mages can tend to struggle with things like the regions is because there is a such thing in Final Fantasy XIV as overhealing. Most people most commonly refer to it as overhealing. And the way that it works is, if I'm at a full HP, which I am right now, if you decide that you're going to pop a cure on me, and you only heal me for, again, let's just use the 1 point of HP, instead of earning half a point of hate, you earn that at a ×2 rate for overhealing. So you're going to take 2 points of hate. So already, if the DPS hasn't dealt any damage, or if they've only dealt 1, and you overcure me out of nowhere, you take the 2 points of hate, you're going to get the hate from the mobs before even the DPS can.
Okay.
Okay. So, to prove this theory, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to provoke something. Like, we're standing next to this lightning sprite right over here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it so we know what we're looking at.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do is, before we do anything, go ahead and pop both things. You're going to do a regen on me, and you're also going to cast Medica 2. Those are your 2 different types of regions that you carry.
Okay. So, regen. Oops.
Okay, you can do it on you. No harm, no foul.
Alright.
They're gonna focus whenever I pull it. Okay, so you got your regen on me.
And then you want me to pop Medica 2?
Pop Med 2.
Okay.
Environment, usually when you're in the middle of a pool. Now watch what happens. I'm not going to damage this lightning strike. Instead, I'm just going to provoke it to show that what happens when I do no damage and you have regen.
Okay.
There's a provoke. It's going to want to hit you, but it's going to recognize your shield because I haven't touched it.
Oh! Alright. Oh man.
Now remember, in a World War scenario, we're usually dealing with mobs. So, if we would have had 4 or 5 things in that particular pool, you would have already landed yourself into some hot water. Well, in damage over time, and heals over time, like your regen is considered a heal over time, as well as Medica 2, you have something that's called ticks. And it's basically a time interval countdown. That's what tick stands for.
Right.
And what happens is, on a tick, every 3 seconds, you will end up having that cure potency cure whoever that is every 3 seconds without you touching them. So, like, for example, cast your regen on me one more time.
Okay. Oops, again. Sorry about that.
Now, if you'll notice on my character, every 3 seconds or so, it's healing. 522 for that example, 810 that example. That's every 3 seconds. That's called ticks.
Ticks, yeah.
Okay? That's your time interval. So, now remember, that's 516 that you just did to me that time. So that's 516 times 2 because I'm at full health. You earned 1,000 points of hate, and I haven't even touched anything yet.
Dang.
Now let's say I get some damage in the first time. Now what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to hit this sprite, and I'm going to hit it for something that generates immunity. After I hit it the first time, go ahead and cast your regen on me, and you'll notice the difference. And as far as why it's important to do regen during the done as opposed to before.
Okay.
So now I hit it. I'll even hit it with now if you go to the region on me, and I'm just running around doing this or whatever, you notice I'm over 8.
Right.
And I'm not touching it. Give me time to read the rate. It's going to take forever today for this guy to actually recognize you healing. Even though you're over healing, you're only at a time. I'm at a time.
Okay.
It would take you pretty much the entirety of your time for them to be able to recognize you. It even doesn't at all.
Okay, I see it a little bit now. Yep. Yep. It's growing. It's definitely growing.
Right about now, my side of it. So that right there, that's the big life lesson for a healer. That's why you want to time this pretty much correctly. Now, what we're going to do, you're going to follow me this time.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is, instead of just pulling one thing, just that one particular sprite that we were dealing with, we're going to deal with a few of them. So what we're going to do is, go ahead and cast your region on me prior to this. This is going to be the real dungeon feel right here.
Okay.
All I'm going to do, for both, that's it. Already overhealed, I've already lost the aggro, and I'm running away.
Oh, dang!
This is typically what would happen.
Oh, stop!
Now I'm putting it in. So now look, I have
I don't even know. Okay, so establish your hate first, and then you know, and then go ahead and cast the region. Okay. Right. You're right. All right, I understand completely, because that's something that, you know, I mean, because that's really the problem these days. What most people don't tell is that, you know, is the little bit of the math equation, even though it's there, it's simple math, to be honest with you. It's literally simple math. Right. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I mean, because even a little bit I've learned, now, you know what I'm saying, in terms of just from the materials and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of like just blur out and say, because I told him this, and the thing was that, to be honest with you, I had to basically rebuttal this in so many ways in one, and that's just because I had to. I was still really salty about it, and the thing was that I was told that materia was pointless to use because I'm going to outgrow the materia, and I felt like I disagreed with it 89%. And the reason that I just disagreed with it was because it's there. I mean, in simplest term, it's there for a reason. Oh, let me respond to Dean because let me respond to Dean real quick. think he's in LS2. Yeah, he is. Okay, so what it is that, in the simplest term, the simplest reason is rather simple, you know, be honest with you. It's because it's there, all right? The way that the person, you know, put it, you know, to me, it was like, it was pointless to use materials at the start until, you know, until later on, you know, whenever, you know, when you start, you know, receiving better gear. And I felt like, well, if I want to put materia in my stuff and it's just a waste of gear, then I have every right to do it. You know, it's because it's there and it's there for a reason, you know what I mean? And in this case, you know, I found that me being at the item level I'm at right now, granted, you know, I'm not like level 50, I'm not like level 60 or even level 55, but at the same token, even for me being a healer, you know, I want to have some proficient and efficient, you know, efficient heals. And because of that, especially with spell speed, determination, and crits, even with the critical heal, with the critical hit rates, that's going to basically determine, you know, how said efficient, you know, and the proficient of a healer that I am. And this guy right here, believe it or not, just gave me an in-depth look. Not just something you can just pretty much put over the spreadsheet, or you can just talk about it, then it's just say, oh, okay. And there's no examples about it. This dude is being hands-on with me on what it is, on the reason why I see those dudes right there in the middle of them, some of the, you know, in the marketplace, or I see the the request mail, option. He does it right there, and this dude just told me. I'll just show you guys real quick. Like this stuff right here, like the Savage Might materia, you know, Savage A materia. In fact, I'm gonna let him explain a bit in terms of when it comes to materials in the game, because I don't believe in, you know, you're gonna outgrow your material. Like, granted, you know, I can get a high quality gear, right? I can get high quality gear, okay, and then that's gonna last me for at least about 5-6 levels. So if that's gonna last me 5-6 levels, Phoenix, if that's gonna last me 5-6 levels, and I have the material slots as options, could I not at all utilize that to basically utilize my materials, so that way it can, you know, it can help even more, you know?
Yeah, sure. I mean, but, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you and I had a conversation prior to this where, you know, a lot of people, they look at stats as just that. They look at it as just stats. But realize is, you know, when you go back and you pull up your character profile, there's more than just, you know, main stats to you. There's actually something that this game refers to as property. And what I mean by that is you have things like critical hit, things like determination, that just because it's not a set stat on you, it doesn't mean that it doesn't make you more efficient in some way. Good example. When I dealt with your gear, I'm going to do an example so I can make sure not to talk yourself. All of the accessories that we did, you know, these were item 115, or item level 115, rather, that I crafted for you. That, you know, these came with one set of materials. Right now, sure, I understand that, you know, anybody out there that knows anything about materials is going to say, well, you know, you can't work on, you know, one person's main stat as part of the material, so they render it useless. As true as that may be, who doesn't like landing a critical hit? I know when you're a healer and you're in that big pool scenario, you would pray for a crit hit to just
right.
If there's materia out there that is able to help out property things such as critical hit rate or determination, you know, making sure that your potency is, you know, a little bit better than what your normal mind statistic could be. I mean, yeah, anybody would want to do that. If you're not making use of materials in the sense of the properties of your character, then really you yourself are the one that's rendering it useless.
Right, amen. Right.
So basically what we've done is, if you notice, I don't know if you have it on your screen for your stream, but if you notice, all the material that we put in, 0 of it is what they call that blue stat. It's not a blue material. I'm not trying to up your mind, your piety, you know, none of that stuff. Well, I mean, why should I? Your gear is as good as it's going to be for the level that you are. Let the gear work for you. But at the same token, if you can up the the critical hit property, then I mean, by God, why wouldn't you?
Well,
so that's what we dealt with. We dealt with the red and the purple materia. The red materia ends up dealing with again, if you're on the screen, is considered offensive properties.
Mm-hmm.
The purple materia actually deals with more of the mental property. I mean, it's divided out. You have offensive, defensive, physical property, mental property.
Right.
And so when you're dealing with the purple materia, you're talking about physical and mental. Obviously, you want to deal with whatever applies to you. So if you got purple and you're a caster, you want to deal with more of the mental properties, because I don't think that you're going to walk up and just try to bash something over the head with your rod. It's just not going to work that way.
Right.
So I chose to do things like spell speed, something that can make you predominantly a little bit faster than your normal healer. And the same thing for your offensive properties. I mean, obviously they're there to be there. And for anybody that has never gone back and looked, if you scroll over the accuracy, critical, and determination, which is your offensive properties, it will tell you exactly what it's used for. It puts it right there in bold text for you.
Right. And it does says affect the accuracy of both physical and magic attacks. The higher the rating, the better chance your attacks will have of landing.
Right. So if we go ahead and make it a point to raise that number just a little bit, even if it's just by a hair margin, that's just one more chance that you have of producing that life-saving heal that you never know when you may need it.
Wow.
So to me, when I deal with materia, I deal with it as this is my potential backup plan. And if I had not have put this materia in my gear, I did not create myself a backup.
Right.
And so that's basically what we did. Not only did we give you the power to up your item level, which is always a great thing. You obviously need the eye level to unlock certain things in here. But if we give you that backup plan, if we run something like, let's say, Warm Veil, if for some reason we all get Sal, there's a move called Sal, if you end up recalling, that puts that bleeding debuff, or whatever you want to call it, just takes your HP down a little bit over time.
Right.
Medica ends up becoming your friend. Well, if you didn't have a point of putting a critical hit on, let's say, something like your Medica, and you just cast it like normal, you may just be barely getting by, you may not. But if you put that more of a chance on there for critical heal, healing through moves like Sal just makes it a point to where, okay, not only can I spread my heals, I became a little bit more efficient, and if he decides that he's going to do it again and everybody has it stacking, you could potentially crit hit your Medica to heal through all that just in enough time for people to be able to eat the things like the crews that take away the debuffs. But hey, it's up to you. If you don't want to have the critical hit, that's okay. If you want to run the borderline, if that's your thing, more power to you. I don't know how much of an adrenaline junkie you are. But to me, I want to be that healer that goes in and says, you know what? I don't care how big and bad this hit is going to take me. I could potentially crit heal your life all the way back up, along with everybody else that's in here.
Yep.
Fight it faster, beat it faster. That's what they call it.
Beautiful. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, that is gorgeous. That is really, really gorgeous. And I'm down with that. I'm definitely down with that. So, alright, so I am just really at awe, because
if you want, we can put this in motion.
Okay. Let's put it in motion.
Let's, we were putting out the talks of Warm Veil. Why don't we run Warm Veil?
Alright.
Okay, let me check on my gear here, make sure that I'm set to go. But you'll be able to see a difference, and then what I will do, since we're talking about predominantly the White Mages, I'll kind of give you a little bit of guidance as to the first subject at hand. We'll talk about the right and the wrong times to go ahead and start doing your regen and your Medica too.
Okay.
And let's don't forget you got protect, buddy.
No problem. Yeah. Sorry about that. Or if you want, Don't you have what's this place called? It's called the Tamtara Decoff.
Oh, for me to continue leveling.
Yeah, you know, so we can do that as well.
Well, I'm gonna put a disclosure up there ahead of time. I am not the best gladiator in the world. But
Oh, that's right.
You won't be able to use your regen here, but
I'm talking about the hard mode, bro.
oh yeah, well we can definitely do that. Hey, I'll take anything you want to take.
Yeah, so that, I mean, cause I was thinking like, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't want to do Ornvale, but I felt like, dude, Ornvale is pretty nice, but like, dude, like Tamtara, the hard mode is like, we can definitely do that. I can get we can get the currency there, while at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
Would you happen to have, do you have your level 50 roulette unlocked by chance?
Let me take a look. I don't understand why I don't. Unless you have to switch to your.
Normally, it provides you a list that says what you might be missing in red. Does it do that for you?
Let me see. Following requirements not met. The completion of the following: Wanderer's Palace, Ferocious, the Lost City of Ampador, and Stone Vigil. Hard mode.
I see. So, we got some stuff we might even be able to do for you.
Yeah.
Well, let me, since I got my screen share up, I suppose we can unlock one of them if you're down for that.
That's fine.
We're gonna go to good old Google.
Because I just received Pharaoh's Sirius earlier today. Because I was like, oh, because I had it in my duty finder for a long. Because I was like, oh, I forgot to go ahead and take this over, but I didn't know where it was until I realized it was over at the Isle of Umbra. I was like, oh.
Well, we can definitely run that one if you want, and I'll give you the mechanic rundown as we go.
Okay, sure thing.
Okay. I'm gonna queue us up for Pharaoh's Sirius. Alright. I'm good to go. Are you ready?
Yep. And this is my first run, guys, even though at the same token, this is going to be pretty fun. Like I said, you're going to get this work class here with Phoenix Pinion. Am I pronouncing your last name right? Pinion?
Yeah, you got it right. It's Pinion.
Oh, okay. And I am. Go ahead. Oh, so this is just a raid. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I just saw some giants, and they were laying there. This is going to be very interesting. Yes, yep. Gonna take a little longer to cast. Okay.
And I'll tell you when that is. So we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna pull these two, but don't do anything.
Okay. I'll knock it down here. Okay, I was bothered. I'm so sorry. All right, yeah, no problem. Because I was bothered. I was oh shoot. Hold on. Let me Oh right, I messed up royally. I messed up because I was like, okay, I'm ready. Next thing you know, somebody came in. I was like, oh crap. Oh. So I was. All right, let's do this. All right. Okay. All right. What the heck? What did I do wrong? Okay, perfect. All right. Hello? Oh, okay. Because you said don't, yeah, you were saying don't, pop one of these. All right, there we go. Okay. Right, okay. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Right. All right. All right. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. I just need to take care of something real quick. Be right back, but guys. All right, let me, I am back. All right, I'm ready. Now, what you want me to do, you want me to avoid the golden puddles, that's what's on the ground?
Right, and what they'll do is they'll start small and they'll get bigger over time. So you kind of want to dodge out of them.
Okay, so basically this is just a dodging segment, basically.
Yeah, but pretty much. I mean, there's just ads here, and it is going to be kind of hard to do, but, you know, for the most part, you know, you got to get the side to side. Yes, so they should be able to get rid of those fairly quickly.
Okay. Well, I have Shroud of Saints, so oh really? So well, I thought Shroud of Saints just gets rid of your immunity. That's what it says on my. That's what it says on my. Oh, okay, got you. Okay. Mm. Oh, dang. I'm nowhere near you. Oh, dang. No, that's my fault. Try to resurrect. Huh? Yeah, well, I resurrected you. But in terms of anything else, I don't even have anything under Thaumaturge unlocked. Oh, benediction? Then okay. Alright. Okay, now what? Now, I was read to you. It says Shroud of Saints, reduce the immunity by half. And it says refresh. Now, what does refresh?
Refresh is what they use as a term.
Gotcha, okay. Okay. What the blunt? No, I did not mean to do that. That's the region. I was in my wrong hotbar. Alright.
Now I got Legion on me, but also when you're in a way, as far as being in a game, I'm not worried about that. I just all I need is I just go all out and kill them. That's 7 seconds. I'm like,
So what would you recommend over over Shroud of Saints? You said benediction, right? Okay. Okay. No, I understand. Okay. Okay, so right here? Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to see. You know, I can't. Okay. Ew. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was a bit of a challenge, but managed to pull through. Managed. Oh, wow. Okay, I need to catch up. Yeah, that's another thing I've been... Because I always try to check my gear. Do the gear check before... Hey, here, excuse me, tank has pulled yet another, more aggro. Okay. Oh, well, dang. I was going to go ahead and do my medical too, but... Sorry about that. pressed the thing wrong, pressed the wrong button. Whoa. Yeah.
When somebody comes over, they turn off that valve or it hits everybody when they go out.
Oh.
See how those stop now?
Yeah.
Okay, this guy here has the worst vitality in the world. Most everybody just burns this boss down, and I'm recommending the same thing. You probably last too much in here. That makes it this guy.
He's the final boss?
No, he's just before the final boss, but like I said, his vitality is not very much.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there are acids on this guy, but it's like literally just touching him. And by the time you guys get up there,
Yeah, I definitely see. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay.
So that's a siren.
Really?
This is the main boss of Pharaoh series. Okay, a couple things about sirens. First thing I'll tell you, normally it's always wise to have everybody, and I'll tell you what. Siren likes to put his room light AoE in the form of a song, but he doesn't do it like anywhere near her. So if you see in the center, you won't get shot, which basically means, you know, you won't be involved in the like she does.
Okay.
Now, she normally goes up in the air, comes down, and does that if she's in the center. If not, she'll go off to the side, and she'll blow to the center, but the damage you take for that is so minor, you should be able to stay here, and if you want meta good, you'll be just fine.
Okay, so overall...
Overall, you stay in the middle.
Okay, so stay in the middle. Alright.
Pretty much, everybody's still in the middle.
Okay.
Matter of fact, that's where I'm going to
Alright. Oh, snap. Alright. Oh, dang. Alright, there we go. Oh, okay, so I can't take that off. Alright, got you. Alright. Ah. So really her most potent attack is a charm. What is that broken? Looks like a broken bone. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. I see the bleed out for you. I'm gonna go ahead and cast that away. And there's no way I can actually remove that debuff well rather the magic debuff. Well rather the magic defense debuff.
Well, you can, but it really won't. It's not gonna harm you when it doesn't cast a lot of magic out.
Oh, okay.
But there you go, that's true. There is a hard. Or not hard mode. There is a hard mode.
Well, this is, what is it? Oh, okay. So this is, okay, so there is a hard mode. Okay.
Yeah, there is a hard mode, and that's actually what the current fixed version is.
Is this worth me actually getting even greeting the gear here? Alright, so that was an otherwise pretty good run. I mean, I didn't expect. I mean, my favorite was it was just all about positioning, and then let alone just try to figure out where everything was going on. So, yeah, beyond that, that was my fault in terms of just the deaths and everything else. I mean. Okay.
Now, one thing we can do is just an option. We can actually reverse the roles if you want. We can do another level 50 dungeon if you wish. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and I can show you some of the ways. And I'll show you what I'm doing as I go.
Okay, hold on. Give me one moment. I have to make sure because my clientele is like, give me one moment. Okay, okay, let me go to filters real quick. And give me a moment, guys. I just have to. I'm actually in the middle of actually doing some work, so it's my fault, guys. Very sorry about that, but give me a moment. Okay guys, this is kind of like the part 1 of the tutorial, or rather I would say tutorial, but this is basically like you're going to get this work run. If you guys don't mind just for a moment, either that or I'm gonna have to stop. You should go right back into doing this. You can stay on Skype, of course, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to do that, I'm just going to be concentrating on this. But guys, for you, I'll be back streaming in just a moment. It'll just be maybe about 30 minutes, unless I just decide to go downstairs and start cooking. Then yeah, we'll just be back in about 30 minutes to an hour or so. So be right back, guys. Sho'Nuff. All right, for you, dude, you can stay on Skype and we can talk, or if you gotta go incognito,